Water does not remain potable due to algae, bacteria, viruses, parasites, etc. Diseases are spread due to biological pollution. Inorganic pollutants. Suspended particles like fine sand, dust, soil, precipitates of salt, compounds of arsenic, cadmium, lead, mercury, and traces of radioactive material. Now we will see organic pollutants. Weedicides, insecticides, fertilizers, sewage, industrial effluents, etc. These are all water pollutants. Do you know large number of tanning centers are present in Tamil Nadu? Wastewater from those centers is released into Pallar river. Hence that river is referred as Pazar, means gutter river. So you can see that gutter river. Reasons for water pollution. First is natural reasons and second is man-made reasons. First we will see natural reasons. Aquatic weeds, depletion in O2 level, changes in natural qualities of water. Decomposing matter, decomposing bodies of plants and animals. Mud, sludge, river and its diversion. Now we will see soil erosion. Many biotic and abiotic factors are added to water due to soil erosion. Fifth one is microbes like fungi and bacteria grow on organic matter decaying in water. These are the natural reasons. Sixth is algae. Excessive algal growth pollutes water. Nematodes, soil nematodes flow in with rainwater. Nematodes means roundworm. Man-made reasons. First is domestic sewage. Domestic sewage from villages and cities is disposed of in river water. Next is industrial effluent. Various pigments, bleaching, chemicals, leather pieces, fibers, mercury, lead, etc. are released into water. These are the industrial effluents. Oil spillage while transportation, cleaning of tankers, oil spills into water. Use of fertilizers and pesticides. Nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium containing chemical fertilizers. Pesticides like endrine, chlorine, carbonate containing pesticides flow and mix with water. Other reasons: disposal of human waste, washing of clothes, decomposing hemp and flax in water, disposal of ashes, floral offerings to God, water from thermal power plant, etc. Hemp, fiber extracted from the stem of the cannabis plant to make rope. Flax, blue flowered hibiscus plant. Effects on human being. Diseases like hepatitis, typhoid, diseases of skin and alimentary canal. Alignments of liver, kidneys, brain, deformities in bones, hypertension. Deformities means abnormality. Effects on ecosystem. Retarded plant growth. Increase in salt content of water. Decreased dissolved oxygen level. Disturbance in aquatic ecosystem. Death of aquatic animals. Adverse effect on seabirds. Other effects: changes in physical and chemical properties of water. Changes in natural color and taste. Useful aquatic fauna is destroyed. Soil fertility is affected. Toxic materials are added to crops. Can you recall what is meant by soil erosion? Soil erosion is the process of displacement of the upper layer of soil due to natural factors like rainfall, earthquake, plants, animals or human activities. Now we will see the next question. What are the reasons for depletion in soil fertility? Some reasons for depletion in soil fertility are as follows. First is erosion of top layer of soil. Second is change in the chemical nature of soil due to overuse of chemical fertilizers and pesticides. Third is soil pollution. Fourth is loss of soil nutrients due to waterlogging, floods, etc. Overuse and exploitation of land for human activities. Destruction of normal beneficial organisms in soil due to use of chemical insecticides and pesticides. Out of the total area of the soil, some is covered by ice, desert, whereas some is occupied by mountains and hills. Very less area of land is available for human use. Soil is said to be polluted when there are changes in its physical, biological and chemical properties and its fertility decreases due to either natural or man-made reasons. Discuss the issues like dry waste, wet waste and toilet in each home and write information in your own words. Now we will see dry waste and wet waste. Solid waste should ideally be sorted into dry waste and wet waste before disposal. Dry waste includes wood, metals, glass, paper, etc. Wet waste includes organic waste like kitchen scraps, garden waste, etc. that are high in moisture content. Segregation of waste enables more efficient recycling or reuse of certain dry waste and composting of wet waste to obtain manure. It also prevents the accumulation of non-degradable materials at landfill sites. Segregation of dry and wet waste decreases the burden of waste disposal and protects the environment. Toilet in each home. Absence of toilets in homes compel the public to practice open defecation. This may lead to rapes and sexual assaults in the country. In order to curb the problems associated to open defecation in the nation, a nationwide campaign of building toilets in every house was launched on the 31st of August 2014. Under this campaign, the Sulabh International handed over 108 low-cost toilets to villagers at Katra, Satganj in Baudan and used it as a model village. Effects of soil pollution. Soil fertility decreases due to mixing of salty, acidic water from industry. Radioactive and other pollutants enter and pass through food chain like the soil, crop, water and human body. Problems of water pollution increases due to soil pollution. Toxic substances leach into water. Similarly, diseases spread through various pathogens. Now we will see relationship of soil pollution with air and water pollution. So, if wet waste is dumped at wrong places, instead of composting, pathogens grow upon it. Insecticides, chemical fertilizers, weedicides are used in agriculture which causes soil pollution. Weedicides means chemicals used to kill grass. Excessively sprayed insecticides and weedicides are mixed with air, causing air pollution. Similarly, excessive use of chemical fertilizers causes water pollution. Soil pollution occurs due to mixing of human waste, birds and animal waste. This releases various stinking gases causing air pollution. Some waste may cause water pollution if mixed with water. Government of India has enacted some laws for control, regulation and prevention of pollution. Following are laws regarding pollution control. First is Water Pollution and Prevention Act 1974, Air Pollution and Prevention Act 1981, Environmental Protection Act 1986. Various laws and rules are in force in relation to biomedical waste, harmful effluents, solid waste, and sound pollution. Government statutory bodies like Maharashtra Pollution Control Board and Central Pollution Board supervise about whether the industries, industrial areas, local governing bodies like municipalities, district councils, panchayat samiti, gram panchayat etc. follow the laws about pollution control.